I'm doing that. This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to... This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury Great American Bash.
Great American Bash was a regular event that happened way back, or WCW, NWA. It was a regular pay-per-view, and then I think they didn't have it for a few years, and then WWE had a couple of Great American Bash events, and then it disappeared for a number of years again, and then for, I'd say, 3 years ago, or 3 to 4 years ago, NXT started doing Great American Bash, and it's become a annual NXT show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the history of the Great American Bash is, like, you take out the parts where there was like breaks in between, when, you know, from like in the beginning of Great American Bash to WWE doing Great American Bash to NXT Great American Bash. The history of Great American Bash is at least 20 years. 20 to 30 at least.
Yeah, I think when WWE decided to bring it back, it was kind of a hit and miss.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when NXT revived it, it was almost like, in a way, better, because...
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it was just the timing, maybe it was better storylines.
Yeah.
I guess, but this show is going to be very interesting, very cool, like, there's going to be some matches that I'm looking forward to, as I'm sure Kyle is.
Right.
And it is something I won't get off my chest, but that's later.
Yeah.
So,
it's almost as if when NXT revived War Games, they were like, what other pay-per-views could we bring back? And then, you know, they brought back Great American Bash. They brought back In Your House. So, I mean, who knows what other shows NXT will bring back as the years go on, but I mean, you know.
I mean, for all we know, and they did bring it for one night only, Starcade.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna be fun night on Sunday. So, no time like the present. Let's get it done.
You do. Best match rocking the joint.
Fucking happen.
So, up first, on the pre-show, you're going to have an 8-person tag with Dragon Lee, Nathan Frazier, Ulissa Ledin, and Valentina Ferraz. Ferraz? versus Metaphor, the team of Noam Dar, Oro Menza, Zakara Jackson, and Last Legend. And this whole storyline with Nathan Fraser beating, well, as we found out this past week, Noam wasn't able to defend the Heritage Cup because he was injured, and for like, I don't know what it was, for like, he was on the shelf for like 6 weeks. And so it was Oro that stepped up and defended the Heritage Cup against Nathan Fraser, and I believe it was the first night, week 1, whatever, of Gold Rush.
Yeah.
And then, Noam was like in a depressive state, and they fucking had him in a wheelchair and
comatose,
and all he wanted was the trophy back. And then, this past week, they had, supernova sessions, and like, hey, Noah, we got a surprise for you. And they have the Heritage Cup trophy. Of course, it's a fucking fake, because Nathan Fraser has the other one, the real one, whatever. And of course, Noam snaps out of it, flips the chair over backwards, and he's all joyous, and he's leaping on the couch and whatever. And then, we had Valentina and Ulyssa come out, and the 8 of them got into a brawl, which is going to lead to this match on Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting, and I mean, it's one of those things where I'm glad they ended the whole comatose thing.
Yeah.
When they did, because obviously it was funny one time, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Noam is one of those guys that is very eccentric.
Yes.
And I mean, he fits right in with Lash Legends and those other ones. So for him to be in that group and to have that angle for like 2 or 3 weeks, was fine, I'm glad they ended it. So for them to be in this match, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna pick those guys.
Metaphor?
Metaphor, yeah.
I'm gonna take Dragon Lee and Nathan Fraser and the girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this match is okay. We have the North American title. We've got Dominic Mysterio,
Right.
Dirty Dom, versus Wesley, versus Mustafa Ali.
Right.
And the way it was supposed to be, you see, who has to pee?
Not me.
Exactly. You have these two guys, Mustafa Ali, coming into NXT. You've got Wesley. Holy shit, I'm not even trying anymore. You have these two guys. They were supposed to go one-on-one for Great American Bash. Then, of course, Judgment Day came in, and Dominic basically challenged him to a match. He won the North American title. And then, of course, you've got Dominic and basically, him and Wesley going at it. Then Mustafa Ali comes in. So, bottom line, it's going to be a triple threat. So,
Yep.
I just, I don't understand, like, okay, you got Judgment Day, you've got Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, both alumni of NXT.
Yes.
And then you got Dominic Mysterio, so that's fine. And then you got Dominic Mysterio,
Yeah.
who basically challenged for the North American title for some reason. Like, seriously, this is Great American Bash,
Yeah.
and you gave him the title? Even though you were gonna have Wesley and Mustafa Ali for the North American title, I don't know why you had to have Dominic win the title just so they could have a triple threat. So, I'm gonna state the obvious. I don't see Dominic winning either Mustafa or hell, even Wesley can take the title back. I don't know, but I don't see Dominic holding this for long. I mean, if these guys are gonna remain on Raw or SmackDown, whatever, then why are they taking over NXT?
Well, okay, why are Ivan Judgment Day taking over NXT? Why would you have Mustafa go back to NXT?
Yeah.
Why would you have Dolph Ziggler go to NXT? Why would you have AJ Styles go to NXT? Why would you have, for a short period of time, Apollo Crews go back to NXT? Why would you have a Braun Breaker go to Raw? Why would you have, who else went to Raw? Anyways, like the whole back and forth thing.
Well, yeah, and I understand they're trying to make NXT a third brand, but instead of the whole, like, developmental thing, I guess, as it used to be. But it's one of those things where, yeah, if that happens, then why don't you bring more NXT guys to Raw or SmackDown? And don't say they're gonna debut on Raw and SmackDown becoming their superstars. Because basically, NXT is the third brand.
Right.
You know? It's one of those things where it's like, you want to have the brand split, yet you want to have Raw guys go to SmackDown, SmackDown go to Raw, NXT do whatever the fuck they do. So, the whole brand split idea was basically a failure, in my opinion, this year, at least.
I guess.
Like, the fact of the matter is that, okay, NXT was supposed to be its own brand. You have an NXT heavyweight champion,
Right.
and now that gets mixed in with the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Undisputed Championship. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But I don't know what's going to happen in the future with that, so...
So basically, you're telling me that it's a bad idea to have that are on the main roster right now, go back to NXT, or even people that haven't been on NXT before, go to NXT, well-established superstars in WWE right now over the last 10, 15 years or so to help enhance the current crop of talent in NXT, and also have NXT stars be on, let's say, Monday Night Raw. I haven't seen anybody go from NXT to SmackDown yet that wasn't, drafted. But, like, you had Braun Breaker go to Raw and face Dolph Ziggler a couple times for the North American Championship. You had Stax and Tony D'Angelo on, and then do a backstage segment for Raw. And, get that exposure for that when they do eventually end up on Raw or SmackDown full time. They have a general idea of what it's like to be backstage with the Raw talent, or in front of a much bigger audience, like in the case of Braun Breaker, challenging Dolph Ziggler on Raw for the NXT Championship.
Yeah, well, that's true as well. But then you look into consideration that you had Charlotte Flair, 2020, beating Rhea Ripley for the NXT title.
Yeah.
You have that. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler had never stepped foot in NXT, so it was almost like, okay, he won. I think that was like the beginning of having these guys coming over to NXT and like enhancing the talent there.
Yes.
My whole issue with that is I don't know. I don't see the point in doing that. It worked before because you had guys go to NXT for a match, not for a title per se, and then that was it. Now, I mean, yeah, when you had Survivor Series, that was cool. You had all three brands
Right.
face off against each other. That was awesome. You had Adam Cole actually go to the main roster for a match or so. So that was fucking awesome.
Right.
I just think now it's a free-for-all. And it was almost like NXT wasn't the main focus. Or like the independent circuit. In a way. The enhancement talent, you don't necessarily see them all the time in other countries. For some reason, I don't know why. And now it's just like, okay, so we're gonna see Braun Breaker on Raw, we're gonna see Dolph Ziggler on NXT, vice versa. I don't know. It just, I'm sure it does make sense, but I'm trying to grasp, like, it's
You're grasping at straws, basically,
Yeah.
is what you're doing.
basically, yeah.
Because, say you're a talent at NXT. You've been in NXT now for, let's say, 3 years. Okay, they bring in Dolph Ziggler, for example.
Right.
Wouldn't you jump at the opportunity to have a match with Dolph Ziggler? A guy that's been in WWE for 15 years? And, get that rub off him, get that knowledge off him, and learn from him?
I will say, yeah, when he was in NXT, he did get the NXT Championship. Which is more than I can say when he was the world champion.
Oh, yeah.
Can't remember how long that lasted. It's a damn shame he didn't get the WWE Championship.
True.
So, in that aspect, okay, I can understand that. But if that's going to happen, then I want to see other talent from NXT take a title, like the Intercontinental title, for example. I would easily see Jordan Devlin as the Intercontinental Champion. I could easily see... I can't remember the guy's name that hangs out with Robert Stone.
Oh, yeah,
I'll put it in here. But I could easily see him go for a title in Raw or SmackDown. The problem is that it's not happening. Unless they get called up to Raw or SmackDown, it's not happening.
True. And who knows, maybe at some point along the lines it might happen. I think, though, too, you have, let's say, okay, you had Dolph Ziggler with the NXT Championship for a little bit. You've got right now Dominic with the North American Championship. What's to say that's not going to draw more eyes to the NXT product?
And it very well could.
And, Dominic, okay, defending the championship in NXT. Well, winning the championship. And then, going to be defending it in a Great American Bash. And then have him also on Raw with it. Maybe whatever comes of Great American Bash. What's to say at some point later, we don't see Mustafa against Dominic on Raw. Wesley against Dominic on Raw, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I do see your point of, okay, yeah, right now it just seems like a big jumbled free-for-all. I feel though that, like, there is, may not understand it, but I'm sure there is, as the saying goes, a method to the madness.
Yeah, I know. Like, once again, I think Triple H and Shawn Michaels are doing a great job
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
with NXT. And I love the product for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So the thing that is concerning, and even with the, I know we're going topic here, but
Yeah.
skip if you want, I don't care. The women's tag team titles in NXT, they brought them up for some fucking reason. And then recently, Hyla Dawn and fucking
Alba Fire.
Alba Fire, Kaylee Ray win the titles. And then they have basically unification with the WWE women's tag team titles. So it was almost like fucking bullshit to me. Because that's another story. That's
Yeah.
another time. Anyways.
I really wonder if they're going to have Dominic have such a short reign with the North American Championship. Like, okay, with Dolph, he held that NXT Championship for at least 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you really have Dominic only hold the title for, what, not even 2, well, call it 2 weeks?
Like, I think Dominic has really come into his own. He's a very, very good heel. But to not give him an opportunity for the US title or the Intercontinental title and just have him challenge for the North American title, going over to NXT and doing that, for me it was just like, Dolph Ziggler won the NXT title last year. I didn't like that either, but it happened,
Yeah.
you know? So we'll see. If he wins, I won't be surprised. I'm still gonna pick either Wesley to get it back, or hell, maybe Mustafa will get the title. I mean, he showed up on NXT for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, what's not to say that Dominic eventually does, or doesn't end up with the, you know, United States Championship at some point, or the Intercontinental Championship. Probably the United States Championship. This probably was one of those things where it was like, okay, we'll give Dominic the North American Championship. We'll see how he does with the title as the champion. Can he still maintain that heel persona? And, you know, can he be a good heel champion? And then, you know, he'll lose the North American Championship to Mustafa, West, somebody else, and then some point down the line, who gets the United States Championship, let's say.
Not gonna happen.
I mean, that's my kind of thing. Like, it's my theory as to, like, I don't really know why they did this. It could be just a trial run to see how Dominic does with a championship, you know, and, you know, just test him, see how he would be as a heel champion. You know?
Right.
I'm gonna take Dominic, because, like, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, how far do you take this? How long do you run with this? But also, it being under triple threat rules.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we saw how he won the fucking championship in the first place. What's to say that something like that doesn't happen again for him to retain a Great American Bash?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna really steal, borrow the Guerrero name, well, actually, that doesn't really make sense either, because
No.
he didn't cheat that way. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, your next name is gonna be Dirty Dom, you know? Win by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Whether that be, do whatever, cheat however you can, you're on your own to win a match, or have outside help.
I'm sure Dirty Dom's gonna get the shit kicked out of him that he's gonna need a dirty diaper. That didn't make any sense.
He's gonna need one, or he's gonna give him one?
He's gonna give him one, yeah.
He's gonna need it. Whoa. The NXT Women's Championship, you got the champion Tiffany Stratton defending against Chase University's Thea Hale in a submission match.
19 years old.
Yes.
Motherfucker. I mean, I guess that's accurate. I mean, you look at wrestlers of the past, some have started as teenagers.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, I mean, you look at Thea Hale, you look at by the way, she scares the piss out of me. And you look at the physique and the phonetic energy that she carries.
Yeah.
And she can put on a Kimura lock
Oh, yeah.
like nobody's business.
Yeah. She can put on a Kimura lock and make it look like she wants to rip their fucking arm off.
And then you look at the whole thing with Chase University.
Right.
They're a funny take team.
Yes.
A funny stable, if you will. But as soon as the bell rings,
Oh, they'll kick her fucking ass.
and so, like, Tiffany is a good wrestler as well.
Right.
Not great, good. I don't know what she has in her arsenal that she can give to this match.
Yeah.
Do I want to see Thea win? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, really.
That would be pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, I can see Tiffany try to... Well, she'll pull something out of her bag, I don't know.
Possibly. And okay, Thea's got that Kimura lock.
Mm-hmm.
What other submissions she's learned? We don't know. What submissions Tiffany has up her sleeve? Who the fuck knows? I mean, I don't really think it'll be a case of, like, what happened in their previous match, if you will.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it was a really good match, and then, Thea slapped on that Kimura, Tiffany tapped, but, of course, referee was distracted, and blah, 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 blah. But, like, aside from that Kimura, what else are these ladies gonna pull out?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Will it be a good match? Fuck yes, it will. We already know how good they are and what chemistry they have with each other
Mm-hmm.
in the previous match, so the match is gonna be great, I'm sure. It's just like, when you go into a submission match, you better know some submissions, and we have no idea what Tiffany's capable of, submission-wise.
Yeah.
And outside of that Kimura for Thea, we don't know what other tricks she has.
I
So,
mean, yeah. But you have a lot of opponents for Thea Hale. if she ends up winning. Got Blair Davenport, Cara Jade, JC Jade, or whatever. Who knows? You have a lot of women on the roster that she could take out. I mean, but that's the thing. I think she, as young as she is, fuck. She could be a dangerous weapon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, as they say, the most dangerous things come in small packages.
Yes, sir. We have the NXT Tag Team Championship. We've got the Gallus Boys versus the Family.
Yeah.
Team Scotland versus the Italian Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you look at sports entertainment, the whole cartoonish mafia style of the Family. And I mean, you've got the grit, the powerhouses of NXT UK with the Gallus Boys.
Yes.
Both very good wrestlers too. I mean, as cartoonish as I say the Family is, there's still a few of the best wrestlers in NXT.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Family, that whole thing has absolutely been entertaining. With Gallus, prior to Gallus, and, Tony D'Angelo is so good. Stax is amazing. Wolfgang, Mark, and Joe Coffey are, super duper talented. I feel like the Family's due, so to speak.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Family as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool to see them as tag team champions.
Yeah.
And look, Tony D'Angelo just came back, and they had that celebration in the ring a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know what? Yeah, I want to see the Family pull this off and become new NXT tag team champions. Nothing to take away from Gallus.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll get their rematch at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna say the Family too.
To this match, this will be very, very interesting. You got the Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson versus Baron Corbin.
Yeah. And the way this came about, you've got Gable Stevenson coming into NXT talking about his future, and then Baron Corbin comes out and basically, makes his decision easy. So, I guess he's on NXT. I mean, there was no doubt he was going to be a professional wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, he's an Olympic wrestler himself.
Right.
Along the lines of Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, a bunch of others. Shane, well, no. Anyways, whatever. So, and then of course, you talk about alumni of NXT. Baron Corbin.
Yes.
Here's a guy that started off as the lone wolf, kicking ass, taking names. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't have the NXT title.
No.
But going over to SmackDown, becoming the US champion,
Yeah.
having a lot of good runs. Unfortunately, his Money in the Bank run was the shits. Not sure why that fucking had to happen. Kyle's favorite, Happy Corbin.
I'm so fucking happy they did away with that stupid ass fucking gimmick.
So, when he comes back to NXT, and he finally gets the Lone Wolf gimmick back, and that segment where he's in the woods or something.
Well, yeah, first he, was like, okay, he's bringing back the Lone Wolf gimmick. That's great. Then he has a match with, I believe it was Dragunov. Loses, and then he's like, you know, I'm 8 years, done all these things, but, you know, it's time to put the past behind me and look to the future. No more gimmicks, just me as I am. And it's like, you as you are. We don't even know who the fuck you are. All we've ever known you as is either Lone Wolf, King Corbin, which is ridiculous, and then Happy Corbin. Oh, fuck off. So Baron Corbin is like, okay, Baron Corbin, wahoo.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, this is the thing. If you're gonna go back to NXT, then shit or get off the pot. Give him the title, or give him a title. It don't matter which one.
Yeah.
But you fucked the dog with the Money in the Bank. You fucked the dog with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So what are you doing with him? So now that he's in NXT, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
I honestly don't see Gable Stevens win.
Yeah, his first match in NXT, it'll be a good match, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Will they give him a win right out of the gate? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You know, like, it seems to be a common trend, if you will, is wrestlers' first match on the big stage, so to speak, they win. So, I mean, we'll have to see what'll happen in regards to Gable.
Yeah.
We'll see if he's ready, Willie and Gable.
Oh, this match is gonna be awesome. You've got Weapons Wild. You've got Blair Davenport versus one Roxanne Perez. And I mean, you have somebody like Roxy coming into NXT from Ring of Honor.
Right.
She does pretty well. She teams with Cara Jade, then Cara turns on her, whatever. And then you have the whole thing where Roxy collapses in the ring.
Yes.
And then for some reason that got scrapped. I'm not sure what happened there, but whatever. And now you have the thing where Blair makes her return and beats the shit out of Roxy. And then all of a sudden, you have this Roxanne who taps into her badass persona. So you got the thing last week where they meet in a convenience store and they beat the shit out of, well, actually it's more or less Roxy beating the shit out of Davin.
Yeah.
And whatever. So this match is gonna be easily my favorite match of the night. Yes, they are my favorite matches. Okay, it is what it is. But I think Roxy, I want to see her get what she is going to deliver. If she is going to tap into that badass motherfucker mode, I want to see her do as much damage to Blair Davenport as possible. I think it's going to be a hell of a match. And I'm not sure who's going to win. But I'll just say it. For me, I think Roxy is going to come on top. I want to see her prove herself as one of the best female wrestlers, or hell, wrestlers in general, in NXT. I think Blair Davenport is a great wrestler too. She's done very well on NXT UK. But this match is going to be easily one of the best matches of the night.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'll take Roxanne as well. I mean, you have no doubt in your mind that this is going to be A very good match. What they're gonna pull out, who the hell knows? But yeah, I think Roxy's due to get revenge over Blair. And Blair's gonna get her comeuppance.
Roxanne!
Main event of the evening for the NXT Championship. Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov. Yeah.
So let me see if I get this straight. Because you have the Go Home show. You've got Ito, and you have this whole thing with Carmelo and whatever the other guy's name is, and they're having a confrontation, and then there's some miscommunication or whatever, and they have a take team match, and at the end you've got Ito Dragunov beating the shit out of Carmelo Hayes, and then he picks up the title and he puts it over his head. Are you fucking serious right now? I mean, come on. Is this a trope now? Why are you doing this? Whatever happened to suspense? Whatever happened to, hey, we don't want to see you with the title until you win? I just don't fucking understand this. I've already seen Ito holding up the title. I've already seen him raise it over his head. Why do I want to see him as the champion after Great American Bash? I mean, look, the fact of the matter is that sometimes the challenger ends up going over. Sometimes. But in my opinion, and to go home, he jinxed himself. Now don't get me wrong, I think Carmelo is a great wrestler. I think he's a good champion. At the same time, Ito's been in NXT UK for a long time. He's been in NXT for a while now. NXT America, that is. Come on. You know, you're better than that. Have the confrontation and leave it as it is. Why did you have to do that? Honestly. And I know it's a nitpick, but it's one of those things where I now know what he looks like with the title. He doesn't need the title at this point in time, maybe down the road. And you do that most times now, in WWE at least. I mean, hell, we just saw that not too long ago in AEW with Adam Cole teasing holding the championship of MJF. Like, you can't just wait until they have their match and Adam Cole wins the title. We have to see him with the title because why? There is no such thing as let's leave them in suspense so when they do climb the mountain, when they do win the match, they hold the title high because they earned it. It all goes back to when you had Mark Henry's fake out. And John Cena hands him the belt. Yeah, I know, he held up the title, whatever. He's like, I have to earn this. I don't want it. I have to earn it. Whatever. I should, well, you know, it is what that. So, there's that. I don't know. I just thought to go home for NXT at the end shouldn't have happened the way it did. Have to fight. Have to stand off. But why do you have to have Ito Dragunov hold the title high as the credits go? I just don't get it. Will it be a good match? Yes. But for me, I honestly want to see Carmelo win now. And I like Helio Dragunov. I do. I think he's a very good wrestler. He's been one of my favorites, but I'm gonna pick Carmelo Hayes.
You seem to have forgotten that whole, two wrestlers getting into a big brawl before a big show, the go-home show, or for the last few weeks leading up to a big pay-per-view or premium live event, and then, whoever the challenger is for the championship, and they, hold the title above their head for the go-home show. They've been doing that for fucking eons. It's become such a overused thing that it's like they can't. Companies just can't help themselves. They have to have whoever's gonna be in a match for a championship, whether it be the world title, a women's championship. They generally don't do it a lot for the mid-card titles, but it generally seems to be, it's been a commonality that if there is, a big brawl, week, 2 weeks, the week of, or in the weeks leading up to a big event, that eventually ends up with whoever the challenger is at the time. In this case, it's Ilya. Well, here's the thing. So, it was a tag team match with Ilya and Carmelo against, I can't remember who it was. It was a 6-man. It was Carmelo, Ilya,
Trick Williams
against Joe Gacy and the Dyad.
Yes.
And Ilya went to hit Gacy with the running tackle, the Umba Zigbar or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Joe moved. Ilya hit Trick. They end up winning the match, I think. And then, of course, Trick's all pissed off that Ilya did that. And, backstage, Carmelo confronts Ilya and is like, hey, it's a casualty of war, it happens. And Trick comes in and he's, what the fuck was that? Well, he didn't say fuck, but what was that? And they're going back and forth backstage, and then, Ilya walks off and Trick's talking with Carmelo and he's like, man, calm down, I've got this. I'll handle business at Great American Bash. And Trick's like, okay, well, this isn't about you and the championship. This is about me and my pride and my, reputation and whatever the hell. So then at the end of the night, Trick and Ilya, they get into a big fight. And, eventually it's gonna end. Ilya basically kicks the living fuck out of Williams.
Yeah.
And it looks like Ilya's gonna hit Trick with that Umba Zigbar. Carmelo comes out to, stop him. And he, Dragunov, hits Carmelo with that. And then, he packs up the title. Well, like I said, they've been doing that for fucking ever, just about. It's become such a
trope.
It's been a thing that they've done for, you have the occasional time where a wrestler, whoever's challenging for a championship, doesn't pick up the title. 90% of the time, you'll see it. It's just become it's almost like a tradition, if you will, even though it's kind of a jinx. But it's been going on forever. Did Ilya, jinx himself, so to speak? We'll see.
Yeah, that's the thing. We'll see. That's my problem with wrestling in general nowadays. Is yeah, that does happen. Not too much, but it does happen.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because, like I said, yeah, you jinx yourself sometimes. Sometimes they do win the title,
Right.
but at the same time, it's like I've already seen you with the title. You just held it up. You haven't even won it yet. So, I don't know. I mean, look. Whoever wins, wins. I think that Carmelo's going to retain. If Ilya wins, great. I mean, let's see what happens in the next pay-per-view. The
Yeah.
premium live event. But, it's... yeah. I've already said what I said.
Yeah. Another thing, too, is like, is it time to take the title off of Carmelo? I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I mean, we talked about that with Dominic.
Right.
He just won the North American title. Is it time for him to lose it? I don't know. The thing is that you have Carmelo as the champion. He just beat Braun Breaker. He had another match he retained. And now you're putting him up against Steel Dragunov.
Yeah.
I don't think it's time right now.
Right.
Let's see where else this goes.
Yeah.
You know, and hell, if it is going to happen, maybe a breakup of Trick and Carmelo. If that happens.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's going to be a good match for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's going to be a good show. I think that this is the first time that the Great American Bash has been on a premium live event for, honestly, I can't remember. I mean, for NXT, I think this is the first time it's been on a premium live event.
This will be the first time Great American Bash has been in front of a crowd. You are correct.
Well, true. But it was always on a Tuesday. Well, it was always a regular, it seemed to be a regular
Yeah.
NXT show.
Right. Yeah.
So this has been NXT Great American Bash.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun show. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
For sure. Yeah. It's gonna be a really good show. Gonna be a lot of fun to watch. And, you know, the hits just keep on coming. After this, we go into SummerSlam. And then we got All Out in there as well.
Wembley Stadium, bitch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I mean, always enjoyed these shows.
Yes.
Wheels of Fury, I mean. And we're gonna keep on trucking.
Yeah.
And so, from another Kyle, this has been Matt. We will talk to you next time.
Yeah.
Deuces. One tree. Okay.
Yeah.